U.S.'s attack on Venezuela has sparked strong condemnation from the international community. Russia, through its foreign ministry, denounced what it called a U.S. act of armed aggression against Venezuela. Cuba's President Miguel Diaz-Canel called it a criminal attack against Venezuela, demanding an urgent response from the international community. Iran's foreign ministry called it a flagrant violation of the country's sovereignty and territorial integrity. In other Latin American countries, Chile's President Gabriel Boric condemned the military action in Venezuela and called for a peaceful solution to the crisis. Colombia's President Gustavo Petro warned against unilateral military actions that could endanger civilians and destabilize the region. In Europe, Spain has called for de-escalation and moderation and for action to be taken in accordance with international law and the principles of the UN Charter. Germany, Italy, and Belgium said they were closely monitoring the situation. Well, for more on the reactions from Russia, here is Dasha Chernyshova reporting from Moscow.
Well, we've seen statements coming from different Russian politicians as well as Russia's foreign ministry. And the foreign ministry said that indeed Moscow is expressing its solidarity with the people of Venezuela and supports its course of Bolivarian leadership. We also have heard Moscow condemning this attack as an act of military aggression by the United States against Venezuela, saying that is not just condemned, but it is also raising concerns about stability in Latin America, which according to Moscow has always been the area of peace. And Moscow says that the side have to refrain from further escalation of the tensions in that area. Moscow is also saying that the pretext, the excuses that have been used by the United States to launch this act of military aggression are completely inconsistent and unsubstantiated. And Moscow is saying that the UN Security Council has to convene as soon as possible to discuss what's happening there. We also hear in the Russian Foreign Ministry expressing concerns about the whereabouts of Nicolas Maduro and his wife, suggesting that they are demanding immediate clarity on this situation. In Moscow, there is strong condemnation to what has happened, but you have also to keep in mind that Moscow has been playing a very important role in its strategic partnership with Caracas, with the strategic partnership deal signed and ratified by the two countries in 2025. But analysts here are stressing that even though there is the military cooperation clause, that does not oblige Moscow to provide any sort of military assistance to Caracas immediately.